What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. American women's tennis player Sofia Kenin upsets number one seeded Ashleigh Barty 7-6, 7-5 in the semifinals of the Australian Open. The match was played under very hot conditions, 99 degrees. It got to a point where they thought they were going to maybe have to close the roof in the beginning of the second set, but it never get to the 100-degree threshold where they would have to be forced to close that roof, man. As far as the first set, man, it was very uneven, man. A lot of unforced errors by both players. You could tell that the occasion kind of got to both of them. They was fighting their nerves. And it led for a lot of uneven play. It was like a roller coaster ride, a lot of up and down play by both players. But I think the first big point of the big moment of the first set came at 5-all, and it was Barty serving, and she was down 0-30 on Barty's serve, and Kenin had a chance to really break them on the service game and go up 6-5 and possibly close out that first set 7-5, but she blew it. Wasn't able to break her. Blew a couple of break chances and ended up losing that game and going down 6-5. She was able to rally and come back and tie it at 6-6, and then we went to the tiebreaker. As far as the tiebreaker goes, it was a lot of up and down playing that tiebreaker game, just like the first set when both players had their moments, and it was just like a very tightly contested tiebreaker. As I think it was 1-all, 2-all, 3-all, 4-all, and then seemed to be that Barty started to be a little bit more consistent. She started finding home with her forehand, started hitting a lot of winners, and she was up. I think it was 6-4, and with a chance to close out. She had two set point chances and couldn't close the deal. And that was basically the story of the match. Sofia Kenin played the bigger points better than Barty, man. I thought Barty actually played a little bit more better than Sofia Kenin in the first set. I thought she was a little bit more consistent, had more winners overall in the match overall, and she had more winners in that first set. But when it came down to the big moments, the big points, Sofia Kenin won those points time and time again, and she was able to win that first set as she rallied and won 4 points in a row after being down 6-4 in the tiebreaker, and to win the tiebreaker 8-6 and won that match 7-6. Now at that point I thought Barty was probably be down. It'd be kind of hard for her to come back in that second set, and I thought, I had it in the back of my mind that I said, man, Sofia might win this second set, something like 6-3, man, because that was just a tough first set to lose for Barty. I thought she was actually the more consistent player in that first set, but didn't play the big points well. And she came, but to my surprise, she came out in that second set and played well, man. Jumped up 1-0, held her serve, and I think she broke Sofia Kenin early on to take control of that second set. And she was up 5-3 in that second set, looking to close her out. Man, up 5-3 on Sofia Kenin's serve. Sofia Kenin was able to hold the serve to go to 5-4. And she was up 40-15. And Ashleigh Barty was up 40-15 at 5-4, lead in the second set, and had a chance to close it out and tie it up at one set apiece and go to a third set tiebreaker. But at 40-15, Sofia Kenin came to play, man. She came to play in the big moments, the big points, and was able to deuce it up, and they kind of went back and forth with the deuces. And finally, Sofia Kenin got the break chance, and she kept making Barty hit that extra ball, and finally Barty on a break chance looked like she had an easy winner, but it hit into the net, and Sofia Kenin was able to tie it up at 5-5. So once Sofia Kenin saw that finish line, man, her play much improved. As her first serve, she had a hard time getting the first serve over all night, but that started to get corrected at 5-all, and she was able to hold serve pretty easy and go up 6-5. And then you can see the pressure was mounting on Ashleigh Barty, man. She had a lot of problems, man, with a forehand, man. Hit a lot of forehand errors. Had a lot of forehand runners, which is her strongest weapon, her forehand, but it kind of went away from her in the biggest moments. As she went down 15-40 on her serve, she's able to get a point back to go 30-40. But once again, big point, big moment. Sofia Kenin couldn't missed out on the first break chance at 15-40, but on 30-40, the second break chance with match point at play, she was able to finally get that winner and force finally get that point when she forced Sofia Kenin to hit. She forced Ashleigh Barty to hit another forehand error. And she was able to win that second set 7-5. So it was just a funny matchup, 7-6, 7-5. It could have easily been 7-6, 7-5 the other way for Ashleigh Barty. Or actually, it could have been 7-6, 6-4. Because she was up 5-4, 40-15 on her serve and couldn't close it out. So it could have easily been 7-6, 6-4 Ashleigh Barty. But like I said throughout this video, man, the big points, Sofia Kenin was the woman to beat in that situation, and she made seemed like she made all the big points, man. She's just a person that even if you're playing well against her, she hangs around, you know. In that second set, Barty was playing some beautiful tennis, man, hitting them slice backhands down the line, hitting winners and stuff there, hitting a lot of forehands winners, hitting them forehands winner off the back foot. She's got a beautiful forehand, man. She can hit it off the back foot. She can hit it cross court. She can hit it when she's off balance or when she's behind the baseline. She has a beautiful, beautiful forehand, and she was hitting a lot of winners in this second set. But when she looked up at the scoreboard, it was like 5-4. And, you know, on her serve, and she was probably like, man, I'm playing great, but I'm only up 5-4. And then the pressure mounted, got to her, and Sofia Kenin won the last 3 games and ended up winning that second set 7-5. That's all she wrote. Sofia Kenin going to her first Grand Slam final of the Australian Open. You know, a lot of other women have got a lot of publicity and stuff like that. You know, Serena Williams, one of the greatest women, probably, you know, either the greatest woman of all time or the second greatest women player of all time. You know, she gets her accolades, and now Coco Gauff has been the young protege, the young prodigy that's rised on the scene. And Sofia Kenin been kind of in the background, not getting the publicity, but she's backing up what she did last year, where she had a real strong 2019, especially in the second half of 2019, had a real strong hard court season, and she's backing it up here this year to start 2020 on hard courts in the Australian Open, man. And she's been a consistent player, and like I told you in the last video, she's the second best U.S. women's player on tour right now. I put her right behind Serena Williams, and if she wins this Australian Open championship, win the finals, that's coming up, she's gonna be playing Muguruza Simona Halep. She's gonna play one of those two. If she's able to defeat one of those two, she'll be the #1 U.S. women's player, and she'll take that throne from Serena Williams. And we'll have our young U.S. women's tennis sensation to battle along with Canada's young women's tennis sensation. That's Ashleigh Bianca, who won last year's 2019 U.S. Open. But again, congrats to Sofia Kenin for getting to her first Grand Slam final. It wasn't pretty, but it was beautiful when it came down to the big moments and the big points, because she was able to prevail in a very nip and tuck, tug of war type of battle with Ashleigh Barty, 7-6, 7-5. Sofia Kenin, give me your thoughts on this matchup, and give me your thoughts on if you think Sofia Kenin can win the championship, win the finals. It depends on who she played. Do she have a better chance to beat Muguruza, or do she have a better chance to beat Halep? Just leave your comments in the comment section what you think about her chances to bring home the trophy to the USA, the Australian Open trophy. You know, give me your chance. You think she's gonna lose, or you think think it just depends on who she plays, or you think she's got all the momentum by beating the #1 ranked player Ashleigh Barty? No one can beat her at this point because she sees the finish line, or you think that she maybe can get caught up, you know, in the moment playing in her first finals, especially if you're playing Muguruza or Simona Halep. But both of those girls have 2 Grand Slam championships, so they'll have the experience factor on Kenin, either one of them, but they'll just be their third try at a Grand Slam, so they'll be a little bit more used to the moment. So you know, do you figure that'll play a big part in it? Leave your comments in the comment section. I'll be you know, looking at those and maybe replying back to you if I agree with it, or maybe I don't agree with it. But leave your comments in the comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. Holla.